It's your boy, I Sleep Too Late, and here we are once again playing some MTGO Vintage. We are facing a Lurrus deck, of course. So why don't we go ahead and get started here? This hand is honestly probably as good as it gets. I mean, we got the Chancellor. We don't have any fast mana, but I do like me a Chancellor when we are on the draw. So we're going to do that. Going to reveal Chancellor and then F6 here. I don't think my opponent's going to do anything on turn one. They're just going to play a Polluted Delta. We're going to go ahead and play probably the Witch Enchanter tapped. And then pass the turn. I think that's going to be a fine play. We're not really going to be trying to get Witch Enchanter on turn 4. I mean, that's a little too slow for me. I'd rather just, like, not have to lose life playing it. And then, you know, we could follow that up with, like, a Plains or Caracas, maybe a Plains instead of the Caracas, although it doesn't really matter too much. Their Psychic Frog is going to get countered here, which is kind of nice. It means that we are doing the right thing. And we do get the Mox Emerald, which is quite nice. We can kind of, let's see here. We're probably going to name Archon. Yeah, let's name Archon here. So it can't get countered. And once we do that, we should be good to go here. We just went from like 0 to 100. You know, turn 3 drop is obviously not ideal when it comes to Vintage, but having a turn 2 3 drop is pretty good. Stock up, that's going to be their card for turn. We can, I guess we can do like White Plume next turn or something. Although it might get countered, so we do have to be careful. I don't really want to play the Clarion Conqueror, but it's something we could potentially do. The thing is, like, they're a blue-black, they're a Dimir deck that probably only runs like 2 or 3 Moxen. Let's see here. I probably favor strip mining. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just strip mine the regular Underground Sea. And then I guess we can attack first just to see what happens. And then let's just go ahead and cast the White Plume. I'm fine with this getting countered. Totally fine with this. And then we're just going to F6 here. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. I mean, they're at what, 2 lands? So they're going to have to find a third. They do find the third land. They stock up again. So pretty much not doing a whole lot here. They're going to want to find a removal spell for this Archon. Probably the best removal spell is going to be like a Fatal Push, but they need a fetch land for that to happen. All right, well, we got the basic. So I think I'm just going to start with Plains and then pass the turn. Or I guess we could, I mean, we could attack. We could cast the Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, we might as well. The problem is, like, it does hurt our Mox, but I'm fine with that, honestly. It just means that we're going to be able to do more stuff against, like, we're going to be able to stop things like Black Lotus from happening. And even the Urza Saga being tapped is fine, I guess. All right, this thing has Tamio is flying. That's crazy. And it's a 0/3, so it blocks. It actually blocks the Archon, which is pretty cool. The good thing about Clarion is that they can't really do much here. And we got the Wasteland here, which is nice. Definitely going to have to Wasteland that Urza Saga. All right, well, I think that like them having tokens, honestly, isn't going to mean that much. But we can still attack with Clarion here. They're probably going to take it here, and then we'll just, I guess we'll just end the turn. Good thing we got rid of the Urza Saga. That card is very annoying. Who knows what they were going to do with it. Even with a Clarion Conqueror on the field, who knows. All right, so they're going to play a basic, which means it enters untapped. That's the thing about Dimir Lurrus is that they have a lot of basics. They have enough basics that, like, they could get away with, you know, just playing them. Oh, well, I mean, obviously they're going to play them, but, like, It's not as it's not that bad against like an Archon of Emeria. All right, Seasoned Engineer is a good card. I think we can probably just. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just Caracas them. Um. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that. Um. I kind of like that. It's better than getting like Force of Willed, right? Let's just do this. Let's just Caracas their Tameo. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. They were probably gonna recall or something. But then they're thinking that I can just like I could probably just I'll just destroy their planeswalker at that point, right? So that's probably what they were thinking. It's like, oh, I could ancestral recall and transform the Tameo, but then I would just lose the Tameo. All right, so Polluted Delta enters tapped, which is nice. They do Time Walk here. Whew, playing a bunch of power. Always scary. But keep in mind, Crocus is very good against like Tameo because basically I get to Time Walk them if they keep casting it, especially with an Archon. All right, there's the Fatal Push on the Archon. So sad. They got the Ponder here. I think they're gonna want to play the Tameo. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're saying to themselves, "Oh, why would I want to do that when it just gets bounced?" Yeah, they're probably thinking like the Crocus basically counters the Tameo in a way. Not really, but in a way it sort of does. All right, so Ponder, Polluted Delta. I didn't realize they didn't play. Okay, I guess this is the Time Walk turn, right? So yeah, they're going off sort of kind of here. We can get like a Seasoned Engineer next turn. That'll be good, but it's probably gonna get countered honestly, unless we find like a Cavern of Souls. Oh, Psychic Frog. Okay, this is gonna be scary because that thing can get flying too, right? All right. Well, let's just play the Seasoned Engineer, I guess. Hold on, let me cancel this. Obviously, I want to tap the Crocus last here. So we're just going to do this. This probably ends up getting countered, but I'm fine with that because that's just less cards for Psychic Frog. Okay, that resolves. That's pretty good. We got a blocker on the feet on the ground and in the air for this Psychic Frog. So we are just going to block whatever. All right, we don't have any targets for the initial. All right, we're just going to pass the turn here and try to figure out what to do here. We'll figure it out. If anything, I block with the Clarion so that I can like eventually cast these artifacts and start going off with Chancellor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, we'd be able to cast Chancellor next turn, which is kind of nice. If we can get another Cavern, that would be even better. All right, Gitaxian Probe is scary. That means that they know what our hand is, but, I mean, it's not like we were hiding anything anyway. They're going to have to prepare for this to counter the Chancellor, probably. They're probably thinking, oh, if I attack with the Clarion, then let's see, or maybe they just Fatal Push the Clarion. Who knows? Oh, they're gonna Fatal Push the Seasoned Engineer. Ooh. Oh, okay. They're gonna do that. Sure. That opens up their line for Psychic Frog. They're definitely gonna give that thing flying. I really don't like Lurrus matchups because the problem with them is that they're slow. They take a long time. Nothing we can do here. But the good thing is we definitely have stuff to do. We'll take back the initiative. Hopefully, I mean, unless they have like another Fatal Push, which they probably do, honestly. Fatal Push is such a good card. I mean, it sees play in Vintage, Legacy. It sees play everywhere now. It's I remember when it first came out in what was it, Ether Revolt, or I think it was Ether Revolt. They came out in that set. People were calling it the Mythic Uncommon because it was so hard to pull it. The pull rate, even though it was an uncommon, it was like short printed or something. So like when it got printed, it was just like very very hard to find one. You'd open an entire box and be lucky if you even saw open like one copy. That's how crazy it was. But anyway, we got ourselves a game here. I guess we'll start by attacking with the Seasoned Engineer and see what happens. All right, they're gonna Archon of Miria will not go to the graveyard. Oh, wins. Okay. Oh, because we just had them at 0 life. Yeah, I didn't even realize that honestly. All right, well we're gonna bring in the Swords of Plowshares. Let's bring in Containment Priest. No, Void Mirror probably. Yeah, and I like March here still. Chalice is very good, but yeah, I mean Chalice on 1 is probably good against like Ponder, Ancestral Recall. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I just don't like Seasoned Engineer a lot because it gets like fatal pushed. And that would be really awkward. But we can cut like maybe go down to 3 White Plumes, maybe like 1 Seasoned Engineer. We don't really want to go all out on this on the initiative package. I'd rather like bring on beats with like flyers like Archon. Peacekeeper's okay. I think I'd rather just go down to like 2 Peacekeepers. Clarion's very good too, but I mean, yeah, it's good against Black Lotus and all the stuff that they do with Lurrus, so I think that's gonna be fine. Let's just submit the deck. We're already up a game, so we got to be happy about that at least. I think we're like 1-2 right now, and so if we win this match and we win the next match, then we kind of make our money back. But again, it's not about winning or losing for me. Like I said before, it's about the process, right? This hand is not keepable. We don't have any lands. We have like maybe 1 play that we can make. Oh, but that play is pretty good. We have Chancellor into Chromox. Yeah, I guess I'll keep. It's a little scary, but like we have actually the recipe for like some really good plays here. Because we can go Chromox. Yeah, so they're gonna do this. That's fine. And then they can keep doing stuff. Oh, that's crazy. Basically a 2-mana Ponder. If we can find a way to find a second land, that'd be great because we could just, or our first land, I should say, we can go Void Mirror. Nope, we don't get there, but we have the mana for a Source of Plowshares, which is nice. Oh, is this getting countered? Okay, I was gonna say if that gets countered, I might just concede. All right. Well, we got our land drop, quote unquote. If we can get like a target for the Source of Plowshares, that'd be nice, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Oh, there's the Ancient Tomb. All right. Well, I guess we have 2 White Plumes. Let's go. Let's see here. Actually, let's go Void Mirror because I want to see if this gets countered first. If it does, that would be great. Because that means that opens space for us to like get more stuff through them, basically. I don't think they're gonna want to. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna want this to resolve, because it basically shuts down their Force of Will. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna. I mean, oh, it resolves. Okay, cool. That is very good. If we can get like a White Plume down or something, that'd be really strong too. They got a Psychic Frog, that'd be good too. That'd be fine. I mean, we can just Source of Plowshares that. All right, let's see what they got here. Nothing. All right. They can't Force of Will with 4 mana, so we should be cool to. I think we should be cool to just cast the Archon here. Unless they want to Mana Drain it. Mana Drain? No way they have Mana Drain. No way. Oh, Recall, sure. I'd be very surprised if this deck ran Mana Drain. I don't think I've seen Mana Drain over like 20 matches. Maybe like once. Mana Drain's a very good card, but it's not very common in Vintage. Not as common as people like maybe. Oh wow, they do have the Mana Drain. That is nuts. Oh, all right. Well, let's see what they do here. They have all the mana in the world now, and it's not like the Mana Drain would have like they were gonna if they were Mana Drain the White Plume. It didn't matter. Like they were gonna be able to do all that stuff anyway. So they're just gonna put Lurrus in their hand, and then they're gonna do Psychic Frog. Sure. If we can get like a White Plume in play, that'd be great. But we have to be mindful of the fact that they have Mana Drain. And they might just play it again. So the question is, do I just White Plume again, or... Oh, gosh. I'm just trying to think about what the chances of them having another Mana Drain are. Because I could just White Plume into Plains. I think I'm okay with taking like one hit from... Oops. I think I'm okay with taking one hit from the Psychic Frog. Should be fine. Why did I... Okay, cool. I don't know why I ended up tapping like a bunch of mana for stuff. But I think we can just do this and then maybe play a flyer here. Have them discard a bunch to Psychic Frog. And then, you know, we can just Source of Plowshares it later on, I guess. Okay, we can't do anything with the Mox Sapphire, so we're going to have to pass the turn here. My hunch is they're going to want to Fatal Push the Clarion Conqueror and give that thing flying. But, like I said before, we'll let them discard and do all the stuff that they need to do. Alright, that's fine. Sacrifices a creature. Let's sacrifice the White Plume. If they attack, I'm blocking. 100% I'm blocking. All right, they're not gonna block. They're not gonna do that. That's fine. Let's forge. I guess we can forge on the Clarion Conqueror. It does mean that we lose out on Chrome Mox, but I'm fine with that. Cleric, yeah, sure. Let's do Cleric. Or actually, yeah, let's attack here. And then we can probably just chill. Like, hold off on playing the White Plume. Because they're probably gonna find removal for the Clarion, and then they're gonna like attack and get the initiative and stuff. So we're gonna want to like attack them. Okay, their speed goes up, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's better to wait on the White Plume here. Let them take the initiative. We'll take it back for sure. They've got Wasteland. Oh, and then they've got... I forgot about this. So I don't even know how this thing works. Lose life during your turn if your speed is less than 4. Okay, so they get speed. I don't really know how is speed relevant here. I don't think it is. I don't think speed is relevant in this game, is it? All right, they get a swamp. Again, I don't care about that. But yeah, we do stop their Mox Sapphire, which is quite nice. They got Lurrus. All right, well, that's something that we can exile at least. But let me see what they've got here. Oh, Momentous Breaker. Sure. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. That means we have to get rid of... that means we're going to have to exile... Let's see. Yeah, we can't allow that to happen, so we're going to have to remove this. We are going to have to exile the Lurrus. They can't force a will it, which is nice. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do that too. So we can. So they're not gonna have a counter spell for the white plume. So we can actually just play Cavern and name like Phyrexian Angel or something, or name Phyrexian. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's just play the. This is. I don't know why it keeps double tapping like that. That's crazy. Wait, why does it keep double tapping like that? Hold on. Let me figure this out here. Okay, that was weird. For some reason it like double taps when I do this. I don't know why. It's like the weirdest thing ever. All right, so we're going to get the initiative here. If they attack me, then obviously, they'll get the initiative back. Oh, they're going to counter it. Okay. We're going to just name Phyrexian here, or Angel, I guess. We'll name Angel, just to throw them off. And then we'll just pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need like one more white mana, and we'll be like solid. We'll be able to just cast the Chancellor, and that'll be really good. So they're going to Forge here, probably on the Psychic Frog. Yeah. All right. Not happy about this. I don't think we're going to win this game. There's just been a lot of things against us here. And I'm also kind of hoping that they've forgotten about the Wasteland, because the Wasteland would fumble my plans to cast this Chancellor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're just like one white mana away from doing stuff. If we can go trap, that would be great too. The cool thing about this is that, like, even if they attack me, they don't get the initiative. We're going to get the initiative next turn anyway. So it seems like it doesn't really matter whether they counter the... I mean, Consigned to Memory on the initiative trigger makes sense, right? But if you think about it, they were going to get the initiative this turn anyway. All right, so they're going to keep going here. I see what they're doing here. And then are they going to keep going? Oh, they're going to keep going. All right. What is this right now? It's a 6/7. Oh, wait. Do they have it? Yeah, they have it. Okay, we're going to concede. I didn't realize they had it. Sure. Okay, I don't know why I didn't block, but if they were going to have a 7-8, like, we weren't going to win that game anyway. So White Plume ended up not being that great in that matchup, but I still think 3 and 1 Seasoned Engineer is a good combination. I think we can just ship this and see what happens. Not really too crazy about sideboarding too much. Let's see what they end up doing here. We're going to play first. Hopefully we can have a good hand. That's all we can ask for, right? All right, let's see. This is a pretty good hand. Yeah, I'm down to keep this. I mean, it's not like ideal, but we can go like this and just play this tapped. Or we can even... No, let's just play tapped and then pass the turn. I'm fine with not taking 3 damage here. All right, we can strip mine the island. And then we can actually... We can strip mine the island, and then we can actually get rid of the Mox, which is kind of cool. Strip mine island. Let's march the... Let's march the jet. Pass the turn. Yeah, we'll pass the turn here. And then we can go Void Mirror next turn if we wanted to. All right, Chromox is great. I like Chromox a lot. Let's do Chromox. And what do we want to get here? Oh, is this getting countered? Ancestral Recall. Sure. Let's go. Let's exile. I guess we exile Seasoned, right? Because we're not necessarily going to get enough mana for that. And then I think we can just go Void Mirror here. I think that'll be fine. Oh, it resolves. Cool. And then we'll just play this tapped, I guess. And then if we need to, like, sword something, we can always do that on our turn. I'd much rather do that than, like, be so efficient with my mana that I lose 3 life. Because that life matters a lot. I don't know if you realize that, but the life actually matters in Vintage more than you think. All right. Let's see what we got here. Can't remember if I lost or won my last match. Oh, I think I did ended up losing my last match. I think we're 0-3 right now, actually. I think we're doing pretty terrible in this league. I got to go back and check what it is, but I just remember being terrible. Okay, so they wasteland us, which is fine. Let's see if we can get another land here. Nice, we got the Peacekeeper mana. So I guess we just name Cleric here. And then we're just going to go here and see what their hand is. Probably just target their removal spell, if they have one or whatnot. Lorien Revealed, sure. Not that that would matter. I think they could still activate it, even if I had named that. Because I think activated abilities only apply for, like... Ooh. I was going to say, I think they only apply if they're on the battlefield or something like that. Let me take a look at their graveyard real quick. So, they've got Recall, Time Walk. I mean, they don't have a fetch land, so they can't really target my Anointed Peacekeeper. At least not yet. They've got the Stock Up, and Snapcaster Mage into Recall is disgusting. So, I'm going to just name Snapcaster Mage, honestly. I understand that they have, like, the Stock Up, which is probably just as bad, but this is the if I had to pick my poison, it would be Snapcaster Mage here. Gonna take a look at their hand again. So it's a Swamp, Get Probe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Ponder. Okay, sure. I think they only have 1 Underground Sea. I don't remember. Oh yeah, they do have only 1 Underground Sea because they revealed the first one to Lorien Revealed. All right. Well, we're just gonna attack here. This thing has Vigilance. And we're going to hold off on playing the Cavern. I don't have any, like, specific reason to play it yet. I'd rather play it when I know, like, what my creature is, and especially when we only have 1 card, one land in hand, it doesn't make any sense for us to just randomly play it. All right. Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, if you have, like, 1 land in your hand, like, for example, here now, it makes sense to play it, right? But if you drew a second land, you would just play that land if you have no other plays to make. So we're just going to Anointed Peacekeeper attack. I know they have, like, Wan Shi Tong, but we could just... That's just a 1/1, right? That would be a 2/2 if they flash it in. Yeah, Wan Shi Tong would be a 2/2, which isn't that crazy. Oh, actually, it would block. It would be like 100% blocking. Yeah, they'd be able to block here. I didn't realize how Wan Chi Tong works. So they can actually block as a 3/3. I guess that's fine. And then we can just go Archon here. And then yeah, we'll be fine. Because I think the Archon is way more disruptive than the other cards they have. It also just stops Snapcaster just as much as the other one. All right, well we got a response to this Psychic Frog. They can't really counter this because they've already played a spell this turn, so there's nothing they can do here. Yeah, I'm that based on the fact that they waited. I'm gonna say they have a mana drain in their hand. I'm gonna say they have a mana drain and they are holding on to it. So we're just gonna keep that in mind. I don't see stock up. I think their hand is still the same. Maybe they played the Underground Sea already. So they've got like 4 knowns, 2 unknowns. And then yeah, I mean they can strip mine one of our lands, which is fine. Probably strip mine the Witch Blessed Meadow. Can we actually win this game? I think they. I'm trying to remember if we're like, what our thing is. Oh yeah, we're 1-1 right now. So this is game 3. Yeah, these Lurrus games take forever. All right, well we're gonna attack. Actually, let's not attack yet because we wanna drop this first, right? Because if this gets removed, then we're in trouble. So we wanna be able to play this first, and that way, it hoses them from like removing something and then like fatal pushing it again. Like if they fatal push, they basically have to strip mine something, fatal push this in response, and then they have to find another answer to Archon. So that's exactly what they're probably gonna do here, I think. 3 mana. What are they doing for 3 mana? Oh, Mindbreak Trap. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that I was not expecting. That also gets around Cavernous Souls, which is crazy. All right, well they can that means they can fatal push now and cast. Yeah, they can strip mine and then fatal push. That's really good. That's really good. They're probably gonna hold off until they don't even need to strip mine. They have the fetch land. But I think they'd rather just strip mine first so that they can like, yeah, this is not looking good here. Because now we can't even cast the Chancellor. Oh, gosh. All right, well, there's the Fatal Push. They still have Snapcaster. They have Psychic Frog. They don't. I don't see stock up yet. And they're gonna Treasure Cruise now. Yep, this is not looking good. We need another source of Plowshares, otherwise we're just gonna lose. We're long overdue for another source of Plowshares. We've seen only 1 copy so far, but it's possible we don't see another one for the rest of the game. I mean, this Psychic Frog is just going to take over the game if we don't have an answer to it. Okay, well, White Plume is kind of okay-ish. It's not, like, ideal, but we can at least get planes here. They can't counter it, so that's good. Man, hard casting Mindbreak Trap like that, that's just crazy to me. Anyway, we're going to be able to outrace them, I think. They're going to have like a very beefy Psychic Frog, but we're going to get a 5/5 and then they're going to take 5 next turn, I think. Oh, actually no. They're going to take So we're going to be good if it's going to be a 5/5 next turn because they're going to get the initiative back. Oh gosh, this is tough. Are they thinking about countering this? If they were thinking about countering it, they should have countered the initiative. Maybe they were thinking like, oh, I want to get the initiative first, and then... Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. But we've got 4 mana. They've got a lot of mana. They have Force of Will mana, that's for sure. They've got 6 mana. They've got 6 lands. All right, let's see what they got here. Oh, gosh. This is so scary. This card is actually really good. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle. Each opponent who can't discards a card. I don't understand why people are running this card. I guess it's because you can just keep recurring it, and then people can just keep sacrificing their creatures. That's really good, especially in a Lurrus deck. Yeah, that's really good. I don't think I can win. I think we're just cooked here. Yeah, that's fine. This is gonna be a really fast game if they keep doing what they're doing. This doesn't affect enchantments, but that's okay. We can do whatever we need to do. I mean, I think that we're going to lose here. They've got 6 cards. If this gets countered, yeah, I'm going to say they have it. Honestly, I'm going to say they have it. It was a tough match, but as long as they have counter magic, there's nothing I can do here, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna have the mana to put Lurrus in their hand, cast Lurrus, and then they're gonna keep recurring this thing here. So it doesn't matter how many creatures I will draw in top deck and cast. They're just gonna keep cycling through Momentum Breaker, and I'm just gonna keep basically having to sacrifice all my creatures. So they kind of have a lock in that sense, right? So there's nothing I could do in that situation. I don't think there's anything in my hand that will actually win the game, that I could possibly top deck in that situation, other than maybe like I could like Swords to Plowshares them, right? But then I still have to deal with the Psychic Frog, and by the time I do, they would have already gained enough advantage that they were going to win the game. They've got 5 cards in hand, so I think realistically, it's just not going to happen for me. It was not in the stars today. There's been better days than this, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those who are still watching vintage Magic videos. I mean, I've been putting these up because I really enjoy the game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Not because I'm trying to get views or trying to like accrue a lot of watch hours, although it would be nice to get that. And then again, this I see today is a passion project. I've got another YouTube channel that's got a lot of more things going on with it, with like the Pokemon stuff, but anyway, if you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of vintage videos lately, and if you like vintage, then feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.